Hi, I'm Paul.
I'm Donovan.
And I'm Andrew.
And this is Magic the Blabbering. Alright, so what are we going to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen?
We didn't get to talk about traveling to play last time. That was something I really wanted to talk about because I don't do it a lot. But anyways, you guys, have you ever traveled to a GP, RPTQ, anything like that?
Yeah, I have, actually. I went to GP Memphis about maybe close to a year ago. It was back when Theros was still a thing, and Heroic was still a deck. And it was, honestly, I didn't have that good of a time playing. In the actual GP, I was playing Abzan. I borrowed a deck. I didn't actually own any of the cards. But I had a good time playing it until I found out that there was no prize for winning. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm like, because I started off the day really well. Like, I was like 4-1.
Yeah.
And then the pros started showing up, and I started getting my ass kicked by them.
Yeah.
So I ended up going like 4-3 or like 4-5 drop.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Like, I dropped as soon as I figured out that there was no prize.
But, I mean, you got to meet some pros. That
was cool. That's where I met Patrick Chapin.
Nice.
And the other guy who won like 2 years ago. Aziz
Ansari.
Aziz Ansari, yeah.
Ali?
Sure.
Are we talking about Ali Entrazi?
Ali Entrazi, yes.
Yeah.
I met him. How about you guys?
I traveled to my second PPTQ last weekend up in Mount Vernon.
Yeah, you didn't have to go that far.
Well, I didn't have to go that far. Luckily, there's a lot of small shops around here. And we live in a town that's kind of rare having two shops. Usually only see
You live in a town. I live in a town with 300 people and a bar and a post office. There is no Magic within 35 miles of me.
They sell Magic cards at Casey's.
No, they don't.
Buckner doesn't have a Casey's.
They don't have a Casey's? They don't even have a Casey's.
I don't think
the country store.
We don't have a gas station.
There's no gas station. There's a bar.
Do you guys have a church?
No church. Like I said, there's a bar.
There used to be a school, but then they realized it's stupid having a school where there is nobody.
Yeah.
So they all go to Christopher. They abandon it.
Yeah, like nobody even wants to have sex and have kids there, so they don't even need a school. They don't want to have sex with each other.
Literally, if you walk down the streets of Buckner, you'll see like 20 old people, and they're all going to the same place, which is Cotton's.
Actually, Cotton's became a tarp place now. Now he covers the guy who bought Cotton Club 2 is now making tarps for the coal trucks that drive through there.
So there's not even a bar in Buckner.
There is a bar, actually, where the old sportsman shop was.
Yeah, I didn't even go that far into it.
Okay, well, there's like down the road now, there's like a hybrid liquor store bar. It's one building. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Owned by the same guy, too, and it's actually doing really well.
Well, it's the only bar in town.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's true.
We're getting off topic. Sorry about that. I remember going to the GP Memphis. I ended up not having fun playing in the GP, but the side events were pretty cool. Apparently, my buddy Chris ended up breaking it because what you're doing with the side events is you could enter in for 100 points.
Yes.
And then if you won, you got like 200 or 300 points or 400 points.
What?
Yeah, so you would just keep going. Like, even if you got like second or third, you would still make enough points to play again. And it was draft. So you got to keep all the cards that you pulled.
Nice.
So like he just kept chaining them together because he'd never go under 3. Like he always placed a like third or better. Mm-hmm. So he just kept paying points in, and just kept going. He ended up winning enough points by the end of the night to get himself a free box of cons.
That's pretty good.
So he literally paid $15 in the very beginning and then hustled his way up to a box.
Nice.
I was like, damn, that's some skills right there.
Yeah.
But we ended up having more fun afterwards.
Yeah.
By going to Bialy Street. Is it Bialy Street or
Bealey? I think it's how you say it, is Bealey.
Oh, Beale Street. Okay. When we
Place
got
with all the restaurants and stuff.
we got drunk.
Yeah, that'll happen.
We went to a place called the Absinthe Room. We just got hammered.
Yeah, I think when you go within like 200 feet of that place, you get contact drunk.
Yeah, that absinthe is no joke. That's good too. It tastes like peppermint.
It's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. But anyway, so Donovan barely travels. I think like he said, he only did 2. And how about you, Andrew?
I mean, if you guys did shop host GPTs or PPTQs, I'm usually there playing. But other than that, I don't really have time to travel as much as I'd like to. I don't know. I would certainly like to travel to more Star City Opens. That's the thing that I want to do is go see them.
Yeah, I definitely like to go in SCG sometime. That'd be cool.
They just look really fun. Like I don't know, just the way that they present everything. It doesn't seem to cost very much. Like usually normal entry is like $40. So
and the prizes are always cool, like the playmats.
Yeah.
And the tokens and stuff.
Well, it helps that it's the same event organizer rather than every little shop trying to just put on a bigger FNM.
Right.
You've got SCG who they do this for a living.
Yeah.
So they've gotten good at it.
I mean, I don't respect SCG as far as being a seller because they like to buy out cards and gouge the price, but they put on one hell of an event. I'll give them that.
Well, that's where all their hustling cards money goes to putting up a good show.
Yep.
Yeah.
But how about getting there? Like, what's the maximum range that you would go?
Depends on who I'm traveling with.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
if
you could carpool, hell yeah. Like, and if you can split the bill on the hotel, if a hotel is needed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like I said, we went to Memphis, and that's not very close. That's a good 4 hour something drive.
That's probably 5-6 hours. Oh, I'm thinking Nashville. Nashville's probably 5-6 hours.
Yeah. It was really cool though. We all carpooled. It was fine. Like carpooling, I think is the way to go because we split the bill on the hotel. We didn't split the bill on the entry, but it was. Yeah. I mean, it's like $50 entry. Ended up getting a playmat. Ended up selling the playmat for $40.
That seems good.
Yeah, it was a Whisperwood Elemental playmat, not just.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's when it blew up.
Yeah. I was like, okay, this is like fucking $60 playmat now, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had all the time in the world, shoot, I'd hop on a train.
Yeah.
Train
would be cool.
Train would be fine, but I'd use up a whole day just getting there.
My only stigma to traveling to any event is going to be format.
Yeah.
Thankfully, with all of the Star Cities, they host what's now called the Classics, which used to be the Super IQs, which are now the other formats that are not being featured in the Open. So there's always a Legacy Classic or a Modern Classic or a Modern Open or Legacy Open going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can't stand Standard, so I would never waste my money driving all the way to play a Standard event. That's bad investment.
It's all right. Yeah, Standard's expensive as it is. I don't want to throw more money at it. I don't even own a Standard deck, and I still play Standard every once in a while because I'm borrowing decks.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's just not worth it.
Some people just have enough cards for 3 people.
Yeah, it's true. And Brad does. He literally lent me a deck and Jake a deck in the same day.
Dude buys a case every set.
Sometimes more.
Yeah.
He bought a case of Modern Masters.
Yeah. Value.
Well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got 3 out of 4 Goyfs that are foil, so, I mean...
Yeah.
Speaking of Modern Masters, we should tell them how hilarious the draft was after the show.
Oh. Yeah, well, we didn't get a foil helium squirter.
Yeah. That's the prize of my collection.
Unfortunately for Donovan, we never got that helium squirter.
Yeah. We did pull a couple of regular ones, though. So
I've already got a foil helium squirter. I was just hoping for a second.
Yeah, get that playset.
Yeah.
Playset of helium squirter. So what was the good cards that we pulled? There's really nothing. It was kind of tame.
It was really mediocre packs, but
we have Splinter Twin.
What did I say? Mediocre pack? Yeah, I meant that.
Yeah, no, yeah. I got you.
Still good in Commander.
Wait, there was an
Right.
Ulamog. We did pull an
Yeah.
Ulamog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Ulamog. He's like
Infinite
$14,
Geyer.
so it's
Yep.
pretty good.
And
That's
we're
cool.
only a third way through the box, so there's...
Yeah.
The draft archetypes were fun, though.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never drafted a set before,
Yeah.
and I've never opened more than like 3 packs of Modern Masters, so getting to do that, and they just handed me all the affinity cards,
Yep.
basically.
Every
so
affinity card ever.
I
Every
just
artifact.
built affinity just right underneath them.
I mean, yeah, why not? Like, Affinity's fine in Limited. It's actually really good in Modern Masters Limited.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, being able to play a bunch of shit your first turn, just for free, just whatever.
Yeah.
Go to town.
Double Thoughtcast, and then being able to play Frogmite and Mirror Enforcer.
Now, both I did end up losing to Ethan, but I single-handedly kicked both of your asses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like horrible draws and not having really any answers except for that goddamn flash freeze that sat in my hand for like 4 turns and you just kept casting white spells when you're playing a white-green deck.
I know, right? Well, hashtag Vines of Vastwood.
5.
I drafted 5 Vines of Vastwood.
That was dirty. That was so stupid.
I
So-
can't believe we opened 5 vines.
I got all 5, man. I think there were 6. I think somebody else pulled one.
Yeah, hate drafted it away
Just
from
hate
you.
drafted away from my 6th.
That's fine.
Yeah, but needless to say, I put all 5 Vines in my draft deck, and then I put in like that white skirmisher that double strikes. So I was just hitting Donovan in the air for 10
God damn it.
with 2 cards.
I got salty.
Also, that beautiful 9/7 rusted relic with the 2 flare husks and the dark steel axe
Yeah,
on it.
that's the thing.
Yeah, you both beat me. I drafted Simic.
It's
And,
fine.
You drafted Simic Graft.
Yeah.
I think that's where you went wrong.
Well, okay, I knew it was an archetype. I remember it, and that it wasn't a good archetype. But the cards weren't there for black-white elementals. The cards weren't there for mono-red burn. The blue artifacts was there, but
See, I think that you were trying to build it too logically, whereas I just saw vines and pulled vines.
well, okay, but like I had like lore scale Coatl,
Lord Scare Quaddle, yes,
and,
which I killed instantly, by the way, because I know what that bitch does.
Sunlands.
and
I sunlance that motherfucker.
what was that other one? Like a mystic snake or something.
I don't think it was Mystic.
Yeah,
was
he-
Mystic
Yeah,
Snake?
you got a
Yeah.
Mystic Snake.
Yeah,
No.
so that's why I went into Simic, because I had those 2 cards. Those were my first 2
I mean, it
picks.
makes sense, but honestly, the rest of the set is just not that great.
And then you passed me the Ulamog. I drafted that, so I started Simic splashing.
See, that was all part of my plan.
Yeah.
Make-
I was
You
like, all right, you're going to be
really
in
slow.
Simic. You think you can ramp up to Ulamog,
No.
but I'm going to have you dead by turn 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Vines?
Got
Vines? Get there?
Got there.
God, you're not even playing Infect.
Nope. Didn't need to.
Nope.
5/5 double
damage.
strike. 5/5 double strike will do it. That's all I need. Yeah, so that was fun. We plan on doing it again. Maybe this time we can record it.
I would love to. That would be awesome. We should do a different set. I don't know what we should do though.
Oh,
Got
man.
enough packs for cons.
Ugh.
We can do cons
I
fate.
hate Cons Limited. Cons
Dude,
Fate would
cons
be
was
okay.
one of the best freaking limited form. You could do
alright.
warriors. You could do.
It was all right.
36 Rhino.
It's no Modern Masters. Let's be
Yeah.
fair. It's no Modern Masters.
Yeah.
Modern Masters and Conspiracy. I want to draft Conspiracy. So
I
bad.
think I'm gonna save my box of Eternal Masters for us to draft.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Unless one of you guys wants to save it.
I mean, I don't know.
Hey, you're even gonna get one? That's the question.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Oh, Eternal or
Eternal Masters.
yeah, Eternal Masters. Oh yeah, yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I think just like Modern Masters 2, they printed enough of it.
Yeah.
You can still get it. I think they're gonna definitely print a ton of this too. I'd be surprised if they didn't.
I would like to be able to get more than one box, but that whole one box per person thing is just what?
So whenever you're editing
He's
the
messing
Google
with my
document,
show notes.
whenever you edit the
I'm
Google
put-
document, you can read it in real time.
Yeah.
So I totally wrote Donovan a
Yep.
note under his.
Yeah,
under
I'm
show notes.
putting in my,
Yeah.
my top 5, and he and God damn it, Paul.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, I have tits.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. I'm so funny. Anyway, let's go ahead and just jump right into our top 5.
Yeah, top 5 this week is top 5 artists.
Yeah.
A lot of artists from Magic the Gathering are not only just amazing card artists, but legitimate artists that do work for video games, movies, comic books, and you know, just everything. It goes on and on. So, Paul, you want to start with your top 5 artists this week?
Sure. I kind of want to segue into this real quick and say that the reason that we decided on top 5 artists was because I recently found out that one of the artists lives here in Carbondale.
Yep.
He works at John A.
Yeah, and he sells his comic books in our local comic shop.
Yeah, so if you're ever in the area, definitely pick those up. Do you know the name of the comic?
No, I never bought it.
I'll go ahead and look that up after. We'll probably put it in the show notes or something. Let's see. So my number 5 would be John Avon, who did the red enchantment Haunted of the Infinite Rage.
Yeah.
And also the Unglued Forests, which, if you guys don't know what the Unglued Forests are, you guys are totally missing out because those are sexy as hell. They're the full art, the borderless forests. He also did a lot of the bounce lands, the single mana bounce lands like Kara Atoll and Jungle Basin, stuff like that. He's just like his portrayal of actual lands, I think, are his best.
Yeah.
But yeah, his art on the lands are great.
Yeah, it's hard to do good land art.
Yeah.
Just ask Bob Ross, man. The dude was a master. Like, okay, just to let you guys know, every Monday I watch the Bob Ross stream on Twitch. Yes, I will literally, I just turn it on and I just start.
Is he still alive?
No, he is very dead.
How is he streaming? Like,
sorry, that was a horrible comment.
Who's streaming Bob Ross?
Twitch. They got the rights to his show, Joy of Painting, and they stream every season.
Oh, I didn't know. I mean,
like
every Monday.
Like when I stayed home sick from elementary school, I'd watch that stuff on PBS.
Yeah, dude, he drew one hell of a tree.
I mean, it'd come on after like Sesame Street, but
and it's a happy tree. Yeah,
happy trees,
and
happy clouds.
Also, his terms, almighty, whatever he's painting. You know, like seriously, and just watching him. And if you watch the Twitch chat, if you make the screen small and you watch the Twitch chat while he is painting, the comments are absolutely hilarious because
it's like they've never seen Bob Ross before.
No, I think people are just there, just making these comments while they're watching because he's like he was talking about how artists have creative license to do whatever they want on the canvas.
Yep. And
someone commented, 00 Bob Ross, license to paint.
Yeah.
And I thought that was freaking hilarious.
Did Bob Ross do any Magic cards?
No, but I really wish
I'm doing a gatherer search right now.
Do a gatherer search on that. I'll go ahead and go to my number 4 though. My number 4 is Greg Staples. He's
a staple.
Yep, he's a staple. Did Baneslayer Angel just as a notable card. It's got a sexy angel on it. And Blade Splicer, which I basically like that one a lot because it makes a 3/3 golem when it comes into play.
It's pretty good.
Then the chick has her arm all metal. It's really badass. So my number 3 is the infamous Jason Chan, who did a ton of good artwork.
Oh yeah.
He did Avacyn, Angel of Hope.
Yeah.
He did the dual deck counterspell, which arguably is one of the better looking counterspells. Got Jace on it doing that swipe. Oh, yeah, it's great. And he also did Pact of Negation,
which is now expensive.
Yes. And my number 2 is I always have trouble with this guy's last name. It's Michael Komark. Yeah. He's actually really. Like he's a legitimate artist. Yeah. He's got his own website. And the
rest aren't?
Well, they are. I mean, they are, but he's got his own like portfolio online, like of all the stuff he's done, like comic books, and all this stuff like that. Yeah. He did Soren Markov, the original "Take You to 10, Suck a Dick" Markov.
Yeah.
He did Elspeth Terrell, which is that's not Jumpspeth, is it? Elspeth
no.
Terrell's. Oh, is that Elspeth Terrell's the one that board wipes?
Yeah.
Yeah, the board wipe Elspeth. Which actually I shouldn't say board wipe Elspeth because there's two.
Yeah, Knight Errant is Jumpspeth.
Yeah, Knight Errant is Jumpspeth. Elspeth Terrell is the one that makes 3 dudes for a neg.
Yeah.
And then gains life.
Yeah.
For each creature you control. Yeah. And finally, he did Luminarch Ascension, which, if anybody who plays Commander knows, if you play turn 2 Luminarch Ascension, you're going to get hated off the board. Because that just happened. That just happens. I mean, and for a good reason. Same thing, actually, with Blood Chief Ascension.
Yeah. Can't imagine why.
All the Ascensions except for just Blood Chief and Luminarch. The rest of the Ascensions, everyone's just kind of
Archmage Ascension, nobody gives a fuck about.
I know, right? Who cares? It's like, who cares?
And then Pyromancer Ascension, I mean,
Yeah,
you're
it's
playing Commander
irrelevant in
Storm.
Commander.
Commander Storm.
Well, it's irrelevant in Commander.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be playing the same copy spell in your graveyard. So you'll
No,
never
it's
get
fine.
counters on it.
It's fine. Unless you... well, actually,
You could
no,
proliferate, but you'd have to get a
Yeah.
counter on it first.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
that'd be hard. You'd have to pass in flames.
There's actually a blue enchantment that lets you enchant an instant in your graveyard.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you
that's
can-
getting there hard. That's digging deep.
I still don't think it's going to go anywhere, though.
Yeah, right. All right, and finally, my number 1, is Kev Walker.
Yep.
Most notably, he's done Damnation.
Mm-hmm.
He's also done Balance, and my favorite black card of all time, Bump in the Night.
Yeah.
Bump in the Night's art's not that great. It's kind of boring, but I just thought it was interesting to note that he did Bump in the Night.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love that card.
Yeah.
I play Bump in the Night in Modern. It's literally, I count them up. I run 27 Lightning Bolts in that deck. 27.
Yes, I know. I've sat next.
You've
to
been
you
on the
while
receiving
you-
end.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
It's like Lightning Bolt, Bump of the Night, Bump of the Night.
And then the
Searing
elementals
Blades,
have 3
Searing
power
Blades.
and haste, and
Yeah.
it's count to 3.
Count to 3. Can you do it? Sometimes it's count to 4 if we're feeling frisky. And if I get lots of triggers. Anyway, I think you got your list ready, don't you?
It's in my head.
All right,
It's
go for it, Andrew.
fantastic. Let's see. RK Post. I'm sorry, I'm really far away from the mic in a second. RK Post is probably number 5. He's done several recent arts. None actually come to mind at the moment. Noah Bradley. He done either got the Foil Island out of both of the Gatewatch, and he's also done Temple of Epiphany, I think, the
Okay.
Cheeseball Temple,
Yep.
Oh, Scryland.
and he's done a couple of other dual colored lands as well.
I actually really like the art on the temples.
Oh yeah.
Um,
All the temples are really good because they're so different.
And they were really functional too. They really beefed up commander decks.
Yeah.
Like if you're running a multicolored commander deck, they're basically snap ads.
Yeah, no doubt. Number 3 would probably have to be Kev Walker as well.
Yeah.
He's done a few other really good uncommons and stuff like that. Just good utility cards. They make them look nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Damnation.
Number 2, obviously, John Avon, because Unglued Mountain
Yep.
Yeah.
and Unglued Island,
Yep.
Yeah.
and also like
Unglued anything.
almost all the full art lands, and also the 7th edition and 8th edition Mountain.
Oh,
That one with a lot of like snow and rolling hills in front of it. Oh,
Yeah.
I got it in white border.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people hate white border, but it made the card look way better.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love white borders.
And number 1 is Therese Nielsen, obviously, because she's just such a fucking boss.
Yeah.
And she's number 1 not only because she's done a lot of good art, including Force of Will, most notably,
Yep.
and the Guru lands, which are super expensive,
And the new Force of Will.
and the new Force of Will. But she also did a lot of art for the Dark Horse Star Wars comic series that looks really good.
Oh yeah. The Dark Horse stuff is really interesting. I only saw a little bit of it, but from what I saw, it was just like it was like Sin City style.
Next time she posts any sort of like pencil or concept artwork for any of the Star Wars stuff, I'm probably gonna try and buy it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Hang that shit up.
Yeah, she did like a lot of Han Solo's backstory and stuff like that, and the way she draws the characters just look really, really intriguing.
Yeah.
All right, Donovan.
All right. My number 5. It's a fairly new artist.
Donovan has tits.
Jamie Jones did Kolagon, the Storm's Fury. Now, that's an awesome card because I've played a lot of Black Red Dragons in Standard lately. And it's got the most lightning bolts.
Yeah?
It's got more lightning than ball lightning,
Yep.
which is a lightning elemental.
I know a thing or two about lightning bolts and lightning elementals, sir.
Yep.
No.
Number 4, Kev Walker. When I was a kid, his cards stood out the most to me. I played a lot of green just because they had worms, and the Argothian worm in particular. The artwork in there is awesome. If you guys are familiar with like using your smartphones to take cameras and stuff, his artwork stands out because it's like an HDR filters on. Like, just everything just pops. Like, the darks are very dark and the lights are very light.
Like, it's very apparent, and I hate to bring this up again, but it's very apparent, like, in Damnation, where it's literally, like, the background is all white, and there's a black hole in the center and everything. And the little dudes, the details on the dudes that are getting sucked up into it are just on point. Like, everything in that art pops.
Yeah. Looking at his cards is like tripping on shrooms. Good stuff.
That's a good example.
It almost make you want to win an SCG Open, huh?
On shrooms,
Number 3, Trace Nilsson. Again, she did Guru lands. I was a guru growing up. So those lands were freaking awesome. Also did, I think, Eternal Witness. I really like her art style because it mixes, it looks like, she works with paint. She works with watercolor. She works with just a lot of different media to put her stuff together. But the Guru lands in particular, like, they're just the best lands.
So Andrew just showed me Wrath of God. That also
Kev Walker
also did Wrath of God.
The old-timey art was Quentin Hoover, and then the new one is Kev.
And I just like, man, we got a board wipe here. Let's get Kev on it.
Yeah.
We got a 4-mana board wipe. Did he do Day of Judgment too? Because
I don't know. Let's find out.
Anyway, keep going, Dub.
All right. Number 2. He's so good. He's only got one name. Brahm. Yeah. This guy does concept art for a lot of movies.
And he's also who Conan prays to.
Yeah. That's Crom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's his evil stepbrother, right?
So Brahm's artwork, like, when you take a look at it, it stands out in particular. It looks like something almost like H.R. Geiger, but with less penises.
Less alien.
Yeah, but still, like it's creepy enough to where you think, well, that might have used to be a dick before the Phyrexians got a hold of it, right? So like he did the artwork for Hatred, Mog Fanatic, where all the goblins have dicks on their heads.
Oh yeah, the Mog Fanatic is cool.
Phyrexian Splicer, like, man, like that card's fucking creepy.
There is a guy, I don't remember, I think he's black red, and he's a legend, and he has literally his shoulder pauldrons look like dicks.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, Brahm, like I said, he's pretty close to H.R. Geiger. He's just there to creep you out. Like, you don't know, like, is that skin or what the hell is that? Like, what is he made of? It's just creepy.
And it's extremely detailed.
Like, hyper realistic.
Yeah. Like, it's like the card is an actual, like, it was a picture. Like, someone took a picture of it.
Yeah. He is just, like, a master of
and he's
blending color and shadow.
There is one thing against him. He does have the share symptom, like the share complex. Just the one name throws me off.
I'm trying to think of anybody else that's known by one name.
I am.
Prince.
Master Exploder.
Is
all one word.
Damn it. So anyway, you were talking about Les H.R. Geiger, and then I remember,
Yes.
yeah, I found Skin Render, and if you go look at Skin Render, it is literally a xenomorph that can put 3 1 1 -1 -1 counters on a target creature.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seems
And
legit.
looks like a dick.
Yeah, it
Looks like a
big
giant walking, biting dick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good
But,
Dick
times.
that bites back.
but Brahm's done not just Magic cards, but he has done a lot of concept artwork for a lot of movies. None of them come to mind right away, but number 1, Phil Folio, because he hasn't done any Magic cards recently. But way back in the day, if there was like a cartoony or goofy looking card, you could almost guarantee it was Phil Folio. So like,
did he do land tax?
no, no, not that. No, like even more cartoony. So like, think of like Humility from Tempest.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he did like the really goofy looking cards.
Did he do Presents to the Master, the one with Einstein on it?
I know. I really like Phil Folio's work because in addition to like before I started playing Magic, I was reading his comic books. He did one Gru about like the psycho barbarian that ends up killing everything and makes
He
things
did do
worse.
it.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
He did Apathy.
Mm-hmm.
That card's cool.
Yeah, he just does like weird, goofy, like, you know, when I think of Magic, it's not like
He did
hyper
Kismet?
realistic.
Did he do Kismet? This looks like Kismet's art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the big manga eyes.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's Phil Folio.
Oh, he did Dream Cash.
Mhm.
Nice.
Love it.
But you know, with Magic Origins, like, oh, look at all these planeswalkers and all the artwork, you know, was like, hey, let's, you know, imagine a scene and take a picture of it, and that just kind of strikes way too close to. Reminds me of like the Xena and Hercules TCGs where they took screenshots of the TV show and like blew them up in low resolution and then printed them onto a card. Like, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, like, it's Magic. It doesn't have to make sense. It can bend reality. Like,
Yeah.
If you look at the elves, though, in Origins, the elves all look like they were painted.
Yeah.
Like they were a piece of art before they were printed on the card.
Yeah.
And then you look at some of the other stuff, and it's like these super realistic, like, it doesn't even look like they tried to make it look fantasy. They made it look normal.
Yeah.
And that just kind of kicks you out of the game, especially if you're like if you're into that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's definitely limits.
I
Like
play a card
Soren
where the dude
Markov,
who's missing his arms.
like Soren Markov looks like Soren Markov. Like they obviously didn't want to go like goofy with it. They just wanted it to be Soren.
At least he doesn't sparkle.
At least he does not sparkle.
He murders people.
Yeah, he murders people. Still a better love story than Twilight. Hope we don't get sued for that one.
That's fine.
Nah,
Don't worry
fuck 'em.
about it.
Fuck them. Sparkling vampires shouldn't exist.
Yep.
Okay, next, we're going to crack pack.
We're gonna crack a pack. All right, so what pack do we have today, Donovan?
It is Khans of Tarkir. Got my fingers crossed for a fetch land.
God damn. We saw one fetch land crack today for an
Yeah.
interesting story. Go ahead and tell that story real quick.
Well, I went 1-1 drop in F&M. I got the win and then just decided to quit while I was ahead.
Your one win was a bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I came and sat by you guys while Paul got pissed because he was just getting beat and his deck was being stupid.
I went 0-2 drop because I was drawing. I literally waited 3 turns for a green source. I did the math, okay? I have 7 colorless sources, 2 red sources, and 25 lands in the deck.
So how many whiffs does it take for you to get the end of an F&M?
16.
Yep.
16 green sources in that deck.
You kept that opening hand. That was
I did because 16 green sources in the damn deck.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, fuck it.
salty.
Yeah, I went 0-2 and I said fuck it, I'm out. I ended up pulling a Chandra, so that's cool.
Yeah, you made
I
the
dropped.
money
I'm
back.
like, just give him a pack and shut up. So I got the pack. I'm like, ooh, Chandra, and then I immediately sold her for $15. So I ended up $9 ahead today.
Yep.
And Mr. Andrew here.
When I decided to go ahead and drop, I asked for a pack of cons and it said, "Watch, this is gonna be a fetch land." I open up, Bloodstainmeyer.
Got him.
Booyah.
Feels good.
So he ended up like, what, $15 ahead today?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
something
a
like
good
that.
time.
It was pretty good.
Not bad. All right, so let's crack
Let's
it.
crack this bitch up.
Let's,
All right.
let's flip it and rip it.
No. Let's not do that.
Foil polluted Delta.
Actually, it's
Come
cons.
on.
We could probably, like, statistically, we could flip it and rip it and still end up ahead.
This was a good set. I
Yep.
really like this
Oh,
set.
drop the rare.
Good job.
Personally, I didn't really like the Kamigawa thing, and this is like the Mongolian hordes are historically way more badass than like the Chinese or Japanese. So like the fact that we're doing cons, way cooler.
Yeah, I like cons.
Then
They're cool.
we had like instead of goofy elementals and queer dragons, we got orcs and
Yeah.
siege rhinos.
Yeah, giant rhinos with dudes on their back that make you fucking hate playing Magic. Good times.
And
Fuck
and
siege
elephants. We got elephants.
Oh, yes.
Ivory Tusk Fortress.
Yeah. Got him.
I mean, no comment. No comment.
What about the one that's bolster? It's like bolster 5 whenever
Siege
it is.
Mastodon?
Yeah, value.
Literally, it was a combo in standard with Sage of Hours there for a little while. Yeah. But it was unfortunately it was like a 3-card combo.
Yeah.
Technically 4 because you had to have Temur Ascendancy on the field.
Yep.
And you had to have Sage of Hours on the field.
Yep.
And you had to have Siege Mastodon on the field. And you had to have.
But when it works.
But then you had to have Temur Sabertooth on the field to bounce your Siege Mastodon back to your hand for 2 mana. So literally, you could take infinite turns, but you need like 3 pieces at least to get started and 1 in your hand. So it was terrible. Fucking
if it works, I'm willing to run with it.
I mean, people run in Commander with
that's fine.
With Azuri.
Well, that seems fair.
Sage of Hours and Azuri. Just take infinite turns.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Why not? Fuck it.
Play that hardened scales, get your extra value.
Yeah.
Spec on them hardened scales.
I mean, I can't really blame WotC's R&D for that one.
No.
Because they're like, they definitely weren't taking into account a bad card like Sage of Hours.
To be fair, though, like, not only did we have different clans, but each clan had their own mechanic. So, I mean, this set had
Outlast.
A ton of different mechanics. Well, yeah, first it was Outlast. And I think Outlast, what they said, was like the least popular
yes,
mechanic
Outlast was
ever.
Stupid.
Well, that's because it said Outlast only as a sorcery, and you have to tap a creature and mana in order to put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then do absolutely nothing with it.
Yep.
Except for Abzan Falconer, who apparently was super beast with hardened scales
and green white.
Dramoka's command.
Aggro. It was green white aggro.
Yeah.
And it was like fucking hard scale is really good. Anyway, let's get to this pack.
Card 1.
Card 1, Salt Road Patrol. I love this card. Not because it's good or anything, because it's actually terrible. But I love this. I love to give this to people when they're being salty in games.
Here,
because it has salt in it.
We
I
literally
found some guys who found some salt for you.
Yeah, we literally pass this around in games whenever you're getting too salty. Like, here you go. Yeah. Anyway, second card, Dutiful Return.
Yep. It's got duty in the title.
It does have duty in the title, and the art's pretty cool. Dude's got no arms, got chopped off,
and he's getting followed by a torso that has no top.
Does he have the bananas on his head?
Yeah.
Yeah. See. He's
I think
bringing
that's
Tassiger.
Tassiger's dude. Return up to 2 target creature cards from a graveyard to your hand for 4 mana.
I mean,
meh.
When you need zombies and potassium, you've got Dutiful Return.
Now, this card's actually really cool. Smite the Monstrous. Surprised it doesn't see it. I think it saw a little play
a couple times.
Yeah, I think it sees a little play. I think it sees a little play in the current standard right now, just because of all the Eldrazi's running around.
Oh yeah,
you see it in like mono white or white plus another.
Because the
deck.
removal and that's kind of weak. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater.
It's bad against rally.
Oh, terrible.
I wonder why.
I mean, instant speed removal in white. That seems to be their thing in the current standard right now. Bloodfire Mentor. I'm not even going to say anything. The card sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Archer's Parapet.
Archer's Parapet. Actually,
just go to the rare. Disappoint us with the rare.
That card has killed me so many
we have a foil,
times.
by the way.
Ooh.
I cheated a little.
That Archer's Parapet.
Archer's Parapet.
That's some bullshit.
Dude, is awesome in. It was awesome in Assault Formation.
Yeah.
I mean, Golgari Assault Formation. I built Sultai, but
yeah,
Golgari Assault. Oh, hell yeah. has two
Because
things.
it's a 5-0 when it. Yeah.
No, it's a 5/5.
Well, yeah.
It assigns. It's still 0/5, but it assigns its damage
Yeah.
equal to it. Yeah, whatever. Saltwater Cliffs.
Yeah. Game life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Red,
a tap
blue.
lane.
Yeah.
It's
Good
fun.
stuff.
Is it?
Yep. Here's a card that didn't see much play, but I played the shit out of it.
Embodiment of
Spring. It is ramp. It's 1 blue. You pay a green and a colorless, and you
that's
sack
terrible.
it to search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield.
That's
He's
terrible.
also a 0/3, so he's just
He's
a
a
body.
0/3. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can block and then you sack him, and it's the core tribe elder at that point. Yeah, it's fine. Good card. Stubborn Denial, first
Yeah.
uncommon.
All right.
Stubborn Denial, great card. 1 blue, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller plays 1.
Yeah.
Now, if you have Ferocious, which means if you control a creature with power 4 or greater,
Yep.
counter it instead.
Yeah.
1 mana counter spell.
That's
It's
pretty good.
basically, well, now that we have Dispel, this hits more than Dispel.
Yeah.
It hits sorceries, it hits planeswalkers,
Yep.
it hits
everything.
artifacts. It's great.
Collected
And all you
Company,
need is
Rally.
that.
Well, this spell
that
hits Coco.
Frostwalker.
Yeah.
I mean, the salt on people's face. You got to give them Assault Road Patrol whenever you Dispel Coco.
The flavor.
Because like they tried so hard to get to that Coco, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna counter it for 1.
Yep.
Get wrecked.
Nothing ruins hot cocoa like salt.
Speaking of rally, Cranial Archive.
Yum.
Yay!
Alright, 2 mana artifacts. You pay 2, exile Cranial Archive. Target player shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library, and you draw a card.
Yeah. Whenever someone's about to rally or cocoa, you play that card. You literally just skull fuck them.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. You just put it right through their skull.
I mean,
Like,
even
no-
the art says so. It literally put it right through their skull.
Yep.
There's a big
There's a reason it's called the Cranial Archive. Because you store things in it.
bad uncommon. Ice Feather Avon.
See the morph guy? With
Yeah.
flying?
Yeah.
Now that saw some fringe play.
In what?
And like when you needed a blue.
Oh wait, no. It saw
blue
it saw
fire.
play. It saw play in the morph only deck.
That deck was terrible.
That deck was fucking awful. I'm just saying it's all play.
Yeah, but I mean, it's sometimes you just need another morph card.
I mean, it's fine. It's a 2/2 for 2 with flying, and you can morph it for 3 and to return a creature card back to their hand. It's fine.
I mean, in a blue-green tempo deck, it can do it.
Actually,
but it's too expensive.
I tell you what, this card would have been infinitely better if it had Mega Morph.
Or if like the morph cost was just 2 instead of 3.
No, even at 3, this would be fair at Mega Morph. Like you pay 3. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
You pay 3. You unmorph it. You give it a +1/+1 counter and return a creature.
Yeah.
Then it becomes Bound and Crassus.
Yeah. And with flying though,
Yeah.
but then it'd be too good. I just
No,
feel
no,
like
it wouldn't be too good because then
like-
you'd have to unmorph it first. Bound and Crassus, you just has flash,
yeah.
and it's already 3 for
Yeah.
3.
But I mean, you're paying 3, and then you're paying 3 to morph it, then or to play it as a morph, then you're paying 3 to flip it. Like at that point, it's a 6 mana war, which is terrible.
Manowar doesn't fly.
No, but he is a giant jellyfish.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. This would be Manowar's a
But,
2/2.
or it's like a 6 mana, separatist void mage or something.
Yeah, but it's fine. Like if you like, it's all play in that ethereal ambush crap.
Yeah.
Where like more spells cost 1 less.
Bad.
Whatever. It's
Yeah,
bad.
bad.
Yeah,
Ooh, tasty rare. Villainous Wealth.
Yeah,
God.
I've actually won games playing Sultai Control with that.
This
Damn it,
card
I freaking
is
hate that card.
Card is so bonkers.
when you villainous wealth for
underpowered.
9,
Yeah,
you
it's-
feel good.
Yeah.
This card is very underrated right now. Like
Yeah,
Villainous
yeah.
Wealth is disgusting.
It is a
good.
build around. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you just the rare's good.
It was really good. It was really good when Mill was a thing
Yeah.
before.
Mill
BFC.
still can be a thing.
still
I'm
can be
working
a
on
thing.
it.
Just not in standard.
No, not
Yeah.
standard. There's just nothing good going on in standard right now.
Yeah,
No
man.
fun cards. Eldrazi just took all the fun and just said, no fun for you.
Your reality's been smashed.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna skip the foil that we
What?
have here
What's
and
the
go straight to a forest. Let's talk about this forest.
Who's the artist?
The artist is Titus Lunter,
Not Therese Nielsen. That's all
not
I'm
Therese
hearing.
Nelson. No. And here's the filler card. Wait, what? I dropped 2 cards. All right, sorry. we're gonna go back a little bit.
Ooh.
Donovan's over there itching to hear what that foil
What's the
is.
foil?
We got Alpine Grizzly.
Yeah.
Hey, that card's
playable.
actually really cool.
Trigger
4-2 for
ferocious.
3.
I played that in Teamer Aggro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that triggers your stubborn denial.
Yeah, and then you get to draw a card from
Mm-hmm.
Teamer Ascendancy.
That's not the bear from that's the bear from Teamer Runemark, not the bear from Savage Punch.
Yeah. This
like-
bear is not getting punched.
No.
Epic Confrontation is better because he's literally Hadouken a fucking dragon.
Yeah.
And the text is even better because it says, no matter the timeline, some legends endure.
Yeah.
And it's just like him just like Mario uppercutting that fucking dragon.
And before I get to the foil, we're going to talk about this card. Canyon Lurkers.
Okay. That was a good card.
What? All right, I'm just going right.
That was a good card in limited.
I'm just going right to the foil. Yeah, unlimited, sure. Why
And
not?
it triggers
5
ferocious.
mana, Morse for 4. It's a 5/2. Whoop the fucking do. Dies to literally everything.
Oh no, Canyon Lurkers, that's terrible. I thought you were talking about the Yeti.
That's a pretty nice
That's
foil.
a pretty nice foil, right?
How much is that?
Oh.
I want to see it. I see it.
You see
Can't
it?
see- I can't see it in the light.
Oh.
Is that really
good?
a foil?
That's a
Yeah,
foil.
that's
Yeah.
a
Oh
foil.
shit.
In case you guys are wondering at home, we have it holding a foil Monastery Swift Spear.
Hot damn.
Uh,
The
1 mana,
value.
haste, prowess, 1/2. I think y'all know what Monastery Swift Spear does at this point. And this one here is foil. It's pretty.
Yep. Taylor Swift Spear.
Yep. Steve Argyle. Another artist.
I've got a playmat with his art.
Yeah,
on
Steve
it.
Argyle did the art for Monastery Swift Spear.
Oh,
How
shit.
about that?
Nice.
They foiled her eyeballs.
Yep.
Like
That seems a bit unnecessary.
yeah, she's got fucking laser eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, that's $20.
Is it really? Oh,
Yeah,
$20
that's
card.
$20.
Sweet, there you go.
Congratulations.
Cool pack.
Made my money back.
Cool pack, dude. All right. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, pulling a foil Swift Spear.
Taylor Swift Spear.
Taylor Swift Spear. Sorry. Jeez.
So, how about we talk about metagame in general?
Oh, what metagame?
How...
All right, hold on. Here's the metagame. Standard, Eldrazi. Modern, Eldrazi. Legacy, not Eldrazi.
What? No, standard is Rally Coco right now. Band
It's-
company.
It is
It's
arguably the best.
14% rally and then 8% company flavors.
Rally Coco,
Yeah.
Jeskai Black, Mardu Green.
I mean, you know why those decks are good right now, though, right?
Because the mana
Because
base
everybody
is crazy.
No, because everybody was playing Eldrazi's. So they're like, okay, we need a faster deck. So they fucking switched over to like Jeskai Aggro and fucking Abzan Rally.
Well, I mean,
And it works. It works. It's a good deck. Like,
yeah, but you know, like if
and now
if
they
everyone
fucking
was,
run Reflector Mage.
if everyone was switching to a faster deck, though, they would have gone to a Tarka Red.
No, that deck is too inconsistent to play with the big boys.
Now there were some people doing a token strategy that did well with it with Piak and Kiernerlar.
You mean green
and-
white?
No,
green-white.
just mono. It was mono red with a Tarka.
And like
a Target's
Kangaroo
command,
backs.
but it was all with Thopters. Thopter Engineer, Hordling Outburst, Dragon Fodder, and that was just a go wide, go over.
Yeah,
strategy.
it's fine.
Runs Reckless
Because the
Bushwhacker,
Target's command gives it +1/+1,
and then the Bushwhacker.
and then it bolts
I want to
Yeah.
talk about the whackers.
the whackers of bush. How about 8-whack? We can
That's
talk
what
about
I'm
8-whack.
going to talk about. I
Yes.
want to talk about 8-whack.
That's a good deck.
Because that, even just the name is fucking on point. It's just beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
got 8 whackers,
It's got 8 whackers in it.
and it's cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very cheap. Definitely a good starter.
I don't think we have to worry about Eldrazi and Legacy because fucking Miracles is still 9.69% of the
Good
metagame.
God. Let's talk about 8-whack.
Okay.
I don't think we need to delve too much into the metagame. Like, honestly, nothing's changed. Eldrazi's still everywhere modern. Until they ban Eye, nothing's going to change.
I really don't think they're going to ban Eye.
Yeah,
I
they
really don't think they're going to ban Eye.
They might ban Mimic.
Mimic or Temple seems like a more
They're
balanced
not going to
decision.
ban a standard card.
Yeah, they would. They banned Dig. They banned Treasure Cruise.
That's true.
Were we going to talk about how fucking overpowered those cards
Yeah,
were?
but I mean, they're not overpowered.
Not
They're
that.
overpowered because of the mana base.
I can't even say that with a straight face. They are very broken in Modern.
That would be like
They're restricted in Vintage.
Yeah.
They're literally, they sit in the same pedestal as Brainstorm.
because it's so easy to fill your graveyard.
Yeah.
And Ancestral Vision.
Yeah, Ancestral Visions,
Mm-hmm.
the Moxen and Black Lotus. Like, it's fucking,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Whatever. Yeah, but we don't need to get too much into the metagame. It's still like nothing really much has changed. It's just I love that Reflector Mage is seeing as much play as it is. Because the card's good and it gets hit with Coco. Like you Coco into it, Reflector Mage their blocker. Just
They can't
blow
cast
them
it next
out.
turn.
Like blow them out.
That seems pretty good.
It's a good card.
So anyway, I've got 8-Whack pulled up.
Yeah.
You want to talk
Yes.
about it?
Talk a little bit about 8-Whack.
So it's playing 4...
Well, let's start with why it's called 8-Whack.
It's because it's playing 4 Reckless Bushwhacker from the new set, and it's also playing 4 Goblin Bushwhackers, which is the I think he's the 2-1-for-1 with a kicker,
Yeah.
and it plays just a lot of Goblin synergy, including Frenzy Goblin, Foundry Street Denizen, which is the 1/1 red guy gets +1
Goblin
+0.
King, right?
Yep.
No, Goblin Chieftain.
Goblin Chieftain. Yeah.
Mog War Marshal, Goblin Pile Driver, obviously, because he's just fucking value. Goblin Grenade.
Hell yeah.
Goblin Grenade.
Gotta love it.
Love it.
And also playing Lightning Bolts, and then out of the sideboard, it just looks to offer more answers or more aggro, or it plays 3 Dragon Claw, because either you or whoever you're playing against is going to be playing red spells. Hopefully, at that point, you just gain life, be able to stay afloat, kill them with like a Goblin Bushwhacker that's been kicked and a whole bunch of other goblins. Or
Kick that whacker.
or his big brother, Reckless Bushwhacker, that doesn't need the kicking.
I just love the fact that this deck is like the epitome of going wide with non-token creatures.
And it's tribal synergy.
It's tribal, yeah, and like
It's playing 4 Mog
it goes
Fanatic,
super.
too. I mean,
Because Bushwhacker, when he comes in for Surge, is it Surge? All your creatures get +1/+0 and haste. So like you can literally blow.
yeah,
someone
Surge for
out.
2. He's a 2/1. He's got haste.
Yeah.
It's mono red and it's not burn.
Exactly. So you're like Lightning Bolt, 2 mana, Bushwhacker with all these creatures on the field. Just
Goblin
fucking go to
Grenade
town.
feels pretty good, right? That's
I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a sack of Goblin deal. How much damage?
5.
5 damage.
Yes.
Yeah. For 1 mana.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's a sorcery speed though, right?
Yeah, deal
Who
5
cares?
damage target creature
I-
player.
It's Lightning Axe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
you,
Lava Axe. Sorry, Lava Axe.
Lightning Axe does 5 too.
Oh, it
right?
does
So you
too.
got to pay
Yeah.
3 or discard a card.
Yeah. Something.
If you Goblin Grenade a Mog Fanatic, does it do 6 damage?
I'm about to look
Or-
at what Fanatic reads.
Because Mog Fanatic is sack it to do 1 damage.
No, it'd be 2 separate instances of sack.
Yeah,
you can only
okay.
sack a creature once.
I love how
It's
there's
part of the casting cost.
a section of the article just called Wax.
Wax. I love it.
Sack. Yeah, okay, so when you cast Goblin Grenade, it says to sacrifice a goblin, and then Mog Fanatic says sack Mog Fanatic. Mog Fanatic deals 1 damage to a creature or player.
So it doesn't. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Doesn't work the way you want it to work.
Unfortunately, not.
There is that goblin that says if it dies, it deals damage, right?
Yeah, that's
Pyromancer.
Yeah,
or a goblin. Or it's in Magic Duels.
fuck, I can't
It's
remember.
pretty
He's
good.
wearing a hat. He looks stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Goblin
looks-
Arsonist. That's it.
That's the one.
Arsonist.
Like, so you can like Goblin Grenade your Arsonist.
It plays 4 Smash to Smithereens. It's fucking hating on something.
That's sideboard, right? Yeah, sideboard.
Sideboard against Affinity.
I wonder what.
Yeah.
Well, Smash is actually super good against a lot of decks.
yeah.
like, I
Chalice.
It's no, not even Chalice. Fuck Chalice. Like this deck doesn't even get hurt that bad from Chalice. Well, actually, yeah, it does.
You get Chalice for 1, and then.
well, but you also have
And
a
then-
lot of like you have a
anything.
ton of 2.
And then you have to
three.
Pile Driver, War Marshal, Chieftain, and Reckless Bushwhacker.
Yeah.
And
Hey.
you can't Bolt or
Hey.
Goblin Grenade.
Even if they Chalice on 1, you're still whacking that bush.
Yeah, that's true. You're getting there. You're only 4 whacking.
Yeah,
at that
you're
point.
4 whacking at that
Instead
point.
of
You're
8
still
whacking.
you're still whacking. Will be done.
And I love how it's only $72. I feel like it just,
Yeah, that deck's whack.
But that's whack.
and it's in Modern. That's what's beautiful.
Hell
Is that
yeah.
it's $72 in Modern.
I mean, why not?
It looks
Well,
fun and it looks
Burn has
powerful.
always been the cheapest.
Except for the part where Goblin guys are fucking like $25 a
Well,
piece.
even with that, it's always been the cheapest deck to build. Mono Red Burn is the cheapest deck to build.
So okay, other than the scenario of Goblin Guide on turn 1, if someone doesn't have a turn 1 play, then they have to discard.
Yeah.
Other than that, why would I want to play that over Zergo Bellstriker? I mean, other than it's a goblin.
He's a 2/2 haste for 1.
He has haste?
Yes.
Okay, I can understand why it's $20.
Effectively, what you want to do is you want to play turn 1 Goblin Guide. If he attacks twice, he has paid for himself.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about something while we're here called the philosophy of fire. I don't know if you guys have heard of this before or not.
I'm not.
This idea originated with the furthest back I could find was Mike Flores had an article on it on SCG back in 2004 talking about Adrian Sullivan talking about the philosophy of fire. And it's the idea of trading life and or cards / resources in exchange for reducing your opponent's life total to 0 or reducing their card advantage.
Yeah.
The two main colors that participate in the philosophy of fire are red and black.
Imagine that.
And I'll actually go more into that idea in the article series I'm writing. But in red, it literally means the philosophy of fire, because I mean you're throwing dudes at them. You're lightning bolt. You're trading a card for 3 points of life.
Sure.
Anytime you do any sort of tutoring or trying to draw cards, there's always significant drawbacks. I mean, it's the epitome of the idea. And it's so interesting that the mono red decks in all the formats trade significant amount of cards in order to reduce your opponent's life to 0.
Yeah, most of the time at the expense of life.
Yeah, and even in your own life, Fire Blast, you're trading mountains for damage.
Perfect example of that would be Eidolon of the Great Revel.
Yeah, that too.
Because that card hurts you just as much as it hurts your opponent, but the idea is to hurt your opponent more.
Just a little more.
Yeah.
He just seems like a subpar inclusion, in the Zooburn decks, just because. Excuse me, all your guys, they're 1, or him, which is 2. All your burn spells, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt,
Searing Blaze,
Atarka's Command, Searing Blaze, all that stuff. It's gonna hurt you, so it's you gotta end up racing your opponent at the same time trying to manage your own life total.
Yeah. While
also trying to trade your cards for their life points, and it's a difficult form of math, really.
Yeah. Mono red burn is especially for an Eidolon, is a rough thing to actually calculate. A lot of people think it's autopilot. It's not. Not burn. Mono red aggro, sure. That's autopilot as fuck. But
some of your
ideally
matchups
the idea
are
is the same. A lot of the thing is the same. It's kind of autopilot from the sense that you know what your line should be, but there's a line between do you bolt the birds turn 1? The answer is yes, by the way. Or do you burn the face?
Always bolt the bird.
Always bolt the bird. All right, so yeah, we'll I'm sure you'll cover that in your articles and stuff. If you guys are interested, check that out. It'll be on our webpage. Which may or may not change, depending on if we get a domain.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get
there eventually.
Which means that we're going to end up... That's why I've been saving all the documents, is for when we do eventually move everything over, we'll just essentially plug and play.
Yeah.
And at that point, we can put up our own pages from the menu on the website, where you can go check out articles, or you can go read about new decks. Hopefully we'll have a entire separate menu for the video section. We start working on tournament coverage, draft series, commander series. Definitely want to do the commander series.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're right now we can't really do a commander 1v1 v1. We can't really do a commander 4-way because we don't have enough cameras. But we do have enough to start doing maybe dual commander stuff, 1v1s.
Yep.
So we could possibly start doing that.
Just want to make a mention on the Versus Commander series through Star City. Those guys are hilarious. It looks like it's a hoot to play with them.
Yeah.
But like they did some pretty funny stuff not too long ago where they actually dressed up while they were playing.
Yes.
It was fantastic.
They
I want to
played
do that.
themed
At
Wes
some point.
Wise was a Ninja Turtle. I remember that. That was good. I love Wes Wise.
It was awesome. I just want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So let's segue this a little bit into our final subject before we end the episode. Let's talk a little bit about Magic Online. Because I guess in our show notes here it says starting to collect. I don't know. Have you guys done a lot of Magic Online? I think Donovan, you play Magic Online.
So yeah, I just started getting back into it. I didn't remember my old account info from like 10 years ago, so whoops. But I mean, it probably would have sent an email password recovery to like an AOL account that doesn't exist anymore. So
as long as it's not anime 18 instead of 17, like Paul here.
But I love
Don't make fun of my email,
salty.
motherfucker.
Well, I love to draft, and Magic Online's great to draft with, only because it's a lot faster. Fetch lands, like the shuffling effect, is just a lot faster.
Except for the drafting part, because people are
yeah,
idiots.
yeah.
No offense to anybody out there who might be.
Drafting online.
Some
Drafting
people
online.
legitimately take time to try and weigh their picks, and other people are just complete dicks.
Well,
Yeah.
here, let me put it this way. I was playing one of the new player, because I still have new player points that I just haven't cashed in.
Sure.
I literally have like 5 commander decks built. I still have like 12 fucking new player points.
If you haven't used them, they're still there.
So like I don't know why I'm holding on to them, but I'm holding on to them for like a new set because you can use them to draft
Yeah.
and get packs. So I'm holding on to them, but every time I've played like 4 of them
Yeah,
for BFC when it came out.
sure.
People are so fucking slow making picks for cards.
They've got to Google
They
them.
do not get to keep.
They got to Google them.
It is Phantom Draft.
Yeah,
You do not get to keep them.
but so
Pick a card and pass.
Uh,
Pick a card and pass.
drafting a new set, especially in Magic Online, though, is a great way to figure out how the card actually works and should work in real life. So I can't tell you how many times in a pre-release event, like when Ingest for BFC came out, right? I hit you for 2, Ingest twice, right? Well, Ingest says you only get 1 card, but because the creature had 2 power, you just assumed, like, oh, well, I guess I'll exile top 2 cards,
Yep.
right? Well, that would not happen on Magic Online.
Yep. It does the triggers for you.
Yep. Yeah. Oh my gosh. How many times have you like forgot to, oops, trigger scry, or
Yep.
oops, forgot to add a counter or play a land, like
Oh, it happens
I'm
plenty of
over
times.
here raising
Yeah.
my hand because I play Lotus Bloom and
On
then
your
totally
upkeep.
forget to remove a time counter
Whoops.
from suspend. Yeah, whoops.
Lose target game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true story.
or whoops, like that spell had rebound, but forgot
Yep.
to cast
Well,
it 2 turns ago.
It's exiled.
It's
See you
gone
later.
now. Yep. So Magic Online's really good for learning how a card should work.
As far as the price of Magic Online, it's actually super cheap. It's way cheaper to play on Magic Online than it is in paper.
When
Buying
you can
singles.
buy a Black Lotus for 149 tickets,
Yeah.
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 that seems pretty good.
Well, no, it obviously doesn't. It doesn't bleed over to certain cards because certain cards online are more expensive than on paper.
Yeah.
Because the paper one just hasn't caught up yet. Like when Mono Black Eldrazi was a thing online, because that's where that deck started.
Yeah.
That's where Eldrazi Winter came from.
It's a
Was
hive
Magic
mind.
Online.
Yeah.
The cards weren't really that much. I wasn't that much. The Reality Smashers weren't that much. Thought-Knots were that much, but
Yeah.
that's another story. And the Mimics were like fucking pennies. Like, it was nothing. And then ever since then, just
Yeah.
everything skyrocketed because of that deck.
Yeah.
Like, but Magic Online is a great place to get started. Like, if you can build a Tarka Red on Magic Online for like maybe 50 tickets, if that.
Yeah.
So that's equivalent to like $50.
Yeah. Each
Or if you-
ticket's about $1.
Yeah, and if you try to build that shit on paper, ugh, gross. The Atarkas alone, I think, are like $10. The Atarka commands
Yeah.
are like $10 each at least.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I
But
think
you can borrow paper cards.
Yeah. Can't borrow online cards, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think Magic Online, eventually, when I invest into it, will be my avenue for playing Vintage.
Well, it's my avenue right now for playing a lot of Commander because it's super cheap to build the Commander deck. So I try it on MTGO, and then I build it in real life.
Yeah.
Because
it helps that cards they would never reprint on paper, they re-release on Magic Online. That you can draft like temporary cubes,
dual lands.
Yeah,
that sexy art, dual lands. I tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Damn it, Bobby.
That's so good, though. I love that volcanic island, man. It just pops.
So we've talked about Twitch streams. Do you guys watch any MTGO streamers?
Yes.
I watch a lot of Force Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's not like a pro player or anything. He's a funny guy. He does games and stuff, and he plays a lot of the core set games, like the Planeswalker Duels games. He plays those, and he also plays a little bit online. And also, I like to watch the Loading Ready Run.
Those guys are hilarious.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. What about you?
I definitely follow Joe Lissette all the time because he's always playing cross format, and he's always got like a different eye for lines of play in games and stuff like that. And he always explains his steps, and you know, it's just very thorough.
He's very kind of nerdy though.
No, that's fine.
He's very like straight laced. Like, so what I'm gonna do with this is I'm going to. So I gotta play around this card right now. He might have a Dromoka's command. So if he has a Dromoka's command, then I'm gonna. Yeah, it's very.
I like watching him play Miracles.
Yeah, it's dry.
That is a blast. Like he started playing Legacy Tezzerator, and that was just fucking hilarious because he's just like, this guy doesn't even know what he's gonna do. We're gonna play Thopter. We're gonna do the Sword of the Me combo, and then Tezzeret, and they're all 5/5s, and it's just like
because I don't think Joe Lissette has made a snap decision in his entire life.
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we need to take a look. Maybe he is reincarnated Buddha playing Magic.
He's sitting there going, to play the Dromoka's command on two.
Never be hasty.
Well,
weigh all the options.
I mean, it could be a sign of trauma. Maybe he made a snap decision and got the clap. And ever since then, had to think it out. Like, wrap it before I tap it.
I also follow Mrs. Mulligan. That's the one you were talking about last week with the tank top.
Yep.
Yeah, that's who that is.
Yeah.
She plays a lot of Merfolk online. She's really good.
Tank top?
Yeah, she was playing tank top on live stream. She was playing in on tank top. Yeah. Yep.
We won't talk about that. I don't want to get sued for anything here. That's just...
Yeah, we actually just got our first female follower on Twitch. Or on Twitter.
Yay.
And now she's going to hate us.
Oh.
Man.
Well, hold on. Let's make sure she doesn't hate us. Let's call her out.
Okay, I think there was like a guy in the background of the picture.
Who's a horse.
That might be whose Twitter it actually is.
That's fine. If it's the horse's Twitter or the guy's, I don't even care. That's fine.
Every... What do you call someone who...
Follower.
Every follower? I was gonna say
I was gonna say
because
when you're on a
Twitter,
like when you're on when you have a lot of followers, you're like a cult leader.
That's a cow. It's not a horse.
Moo.
And that's a girl in the background.
Okay.
Picture. Anyway,
I'm glad we're wrong on both fronts. It's fine.
I'm glad we're creeping on our Twitter followers on the podcast.
Hey, why not all four of them?
Follow us on Twitter and we'll creep on you.
Oh hell yeah! So. Big shout out to Topanga McBride because
that's fucking hilarious.
Because why not? I'll do this for everyone who follows us on Twitter.
Yep.
I'll call them all out.
Also, Patreon still offering up those paracord bracelets with magical blabbering in them.
Yeah, we just need
$2.
We need to get some support. We need to get some people, getting the shout outs going, seeing if they want this thing to happen.
And okay, we'll make you a deal right here, right now. If you can get 2 other people to follow us and listen, we'll become like a giant family. And I'll knit us all a giant paracord belt that we can wear.
Become our follower. Join the family.
You want to listen
Bring
to
2 other
the
people with you to the family.
And if you're lucky, we'll end up killing ourselves in white robes for no apparent reason at all.
Drink.
Obviously,
punch.
so we can all
Yep.
hop onto the comet that's flying by that's going to take
Yeah.
us to heaven.
There you go.
We got to get to Heaven's Gate, guys.
Yep. Got to.
Oh,
Man, this turned Charlie Manson real quick.
it's fine.
Sorry, Topanga.
It's fine.
That wasn't directed at you.
God damn it. We're not on a first name basis.
Why not?
We are.
We're like family.
We're omniscient.
We're family.
Okay, Jace.
She named herself after Topanga from Boy Meets World.
Or
That's
her
fine.
parents named her after.
No, she named herself.
Because you can change. You can choose your own name online. That's true.
Well, yeah. She could have. Anyway, thanks for the follow, Topanga. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, get everybody else to follow us.
Yeah.
All
Make it
right.
happen.
That'd be great.
Okay, so subscribe to the podcast. Next week we're going to talk about Shadows over Innistrad.
Woo!
Don't let them spoilers build up before we start talking about
From the Vault lore.
Ooh.
Ooh, we got to
Yeah.
speculate.
new Art Momir Vig. I'm
And
calling
then you get to listen to me rant about all the flavor fails in Zendikar.
it. I seen your notes for the oaths about the other people. I'm like, okay.
Those are some of my predictions.
Oath of Soren. His oath is just gonna be, I'm really fucking pissed off right now. And it's gonna be like, Oath of Liliana, I don't give a fuck. And
Yeah.
then Oath of, God, what's her name? Fucking Arlen Cord.
Oh, yeah.
Werewolf lady, probably eat everybody.
Yep.
That's what I feel.
Well, I feel like if we get a new Nissa Planeswalker and a new Soren Planeswalker, I'm going to say
No.
right now.
We're not gonna get
listen.
a Nissa.
Nissa's gone.
No, I mean, not Nissa. If we get a new
Nahiri.
Lily. If we get a new Lily Planeswalker and a new Soren Planeswalker, I'm
And
going
a-
to call it right now.
New Jace.
Well, I don't care about that. I'm just saying, new.
Crazy Jace.
If we get a new Soren and a new Lily, I'm going to say best set ever. Best set standard
I
ever.
predict first set Arlen and Lily, second set like Soren and Jace.
I hope it's the other way around. I hope it's Soren and then Lily.
Oh,
I
Jace
feel
is
like
gonna be main character.
Nahiri's probably going to be in Eldritch Moon.
Yeah.
You're probably going to find her in the second set instead
I think
of the
I think the first
set.
set's going to be Soren Jace.
I don't think she'll be a Planeswalker card though.
She should be. She is
Should.
a planeswalker.
We have been seeing a string of 3 Planeswalkers per set, though.
And she's a major part of the story because she came to
Yeah.
Innistrad looking to kick Soren's ass. So,
So anyway, you can hear all of this again next time.
yeah, we're just going to go ahead and close up shop right now before
Yeah.
we start arguing about this.
Yeah, this is
It's
just
gonna
gonna
be bad.
we're probably gonna argue even after this is done.
Yeah,
So
it's fine.
once again, thank you for joining us, Blabarians.
Yes.
That's what we're calling you guys now.
You are the Blabarian Horde.
You are the Blabarian Horde. Remember that, and you have an awesome night.